What's going on, internet land? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Happy New Year. That's right, it is 2024 now. Tonight we're going to take a look at a relatively easy song, Bruce Springsteen. And the song is called Atlantic City off his 1982 album, Nebraska. Now what's interesting about this record, from what I read in his book, he recorded this, I want to say mostly by himself on a 4-track recorder, which is pretty crazy considering the catalog and the tours that he had just come off of, which were like massive. So this whole album is filled with great tunes. If you are into singer-songwriters, if you like songwriting, heck, even if you don't, you want to hear some good stories. So many great songs on this. Thumbs up on this record. So the very first chord, let's get into it. We have an E minor chord. E minor. The next chord is going to be a G major chord. Okay? So we have our first two chords, E minor, G major. Now, to here, it depends on which way you're playing it. You can just slide right over and do a C add 9, which is like a C substitute chord. So when you put that together, E minor, you could do G, and then C, add 9, and then G. And that's pretty much your verse until you hit right before the chorus. The way I would play this is with all downstrokes, and just keep your right hand moving, right? So I would do something like this.
That's what I like to do.
But I mean, I guess you could do alternate strumming if you wanted to. That's a large portion of the song until we get to the chorus and it changes up a little bit in the chorus. That's a good point for me to talk about, hey, if you like this channel and you like the things we have going on around here, it would be a good time to subscribe to the channel.
You know,
when I'm posting content. That way we can spend more time together. Wouldn't that be really fun? And let me also say, there's a lot of these lessons online that I've seen. So I really appreciate you stopping by. I really appreciate you checking it out. Okay, let's talk about the chorus now. Let's take it from the last two lines of the verse. So we're gonna go around one time on the original progression. E, G, C, G, E minor, G. Now we're gonna hit C and then D right before the chorus, okay? All together it sounds like this. E minor, G, C, G, E minor, G, now a C and the D. The chorus is very similar to the verse, except we throw a D in there as well. So let me just show you how it goes, right? So the first line of the chorus, C, G, E minor, G, now D, E minor, repeat. And now we have no D, C, and then we have like a little instrumental that's kind of, that's very similar. Now let's talk about the bridge. It's a little bit tricky. At the end of that instrumental thing, we're gonna play this line. So we're gonna go E minor on the 4th time. Now we go to C, back to E minor, C, D, E minor, C, E minor, now C, C, G, C, G, C, G, C, G. And then we end on some kind of a weird C. So walking through the bridge, you start on a D, and you go to C, and then you go to E minor, okay? Then you go to C, D, E minor, okay? And we do C, Okay? Now we're E minor, and then we're C, G, C, G, C, G, C. And on this last one, G, D, weird C chord.
There you have it.
And then do another verse 3, and another chorus, and you should be well on your way. You're done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you play Atlantic City by Bruce Springsteen off the 1982 album Nebraska. Hope you had a good time today. I look forward to doing more of this with you. So jump right in. You could be at any level, and let's play some guitar together and, take over the world.